How's it going, everybody? Glad to be back from the quick intermission. Got to hold my son for a bit. So, anybody who's new, I'm a songwriter. Been playing some songs tonight. I'll play some more songs. This is a song I wrote a while ago, and me and my wife used this as our wedding song to walk down the aisle to. The song's called Perfect Place and Time. If I held my heart in the palms of my hands, would you take it and baby run wild? When I met you, girl, you changed my plans. You've got me acting just like a child. And if I told you you're the only one, would you sit down and listen to my songs? The one that I'm singing, I wrote about you, and how it didn't take very long to fall in love with you. And all you had to do was walk into my life at that perfect place and time. And if I got down on one knee someday, would you give me a chance? And if I asked you to marry me, would you let me hold your hand? Fall in love with you, and all you had to do was walk into my life at that perfect place and time. When we stand up next to that preacher man, and you dress yourself in white, we'll get to say those two little words, I do, for the rest of our lives. Fall in love with you, and all you had to do was walk into my life at that perfect place and time. Thank you very much. Thank you. I failed to say hello to everybody on Facebook Live. Hi, everybody. There's a camera sitting right in front of me in the parking lot here, where everybody's chilling out, hanging. I can't read any comments. Hope they're all good. If not, that's the way it goes. Danny Locke wants Almost Kentucky. It's down the list, but I might be able to move it up. Let's do that. I'll just move it up. Here's a song I wrote a while back, and it's about being, like I said, on the east side of the loop, but on the south side of Ohio, and on the north side of the river, where the people on the south side of the river think they've got it all figured out. There's no room for people like me from the north side of the river, wearing cowboy boots like this. So I call this Almost Kentucky. This goes out to you, Danny. We'd be anxiously waiting for those cool Friday nights. We'd all pile in together. It was a pretty funny sight. Fishing poles poking us, coolers sloshing around. We'd all try to play it cool as we headed out of town. But everyone knew we were going down. Down on the banks of our big river, everybody having fun. We'd light up a small bonfire, kinda like a midnight sun. This was our entertainment, because we didn't have much money. We just laugh and say we were almost Kentucky. Green bobbers glowing in a still water pool. We were sitting fireside. One of us would reach for that old guitar case and break out a couple of smiles. Everyone would sing along, no matter what we play when we go down on the banks of our big river. Everybody having fun. We'd light up a small bonfire, kinda like a midnight sun. This was our entertainment, because we didn't have much money. We just laugh and sing we were almost Kentucky. We all knew that it had to end, but we'd say so long until next weekend, when we'd go down on the banks of our big river. Everybody having fun. We'd light up a small bonfire, kinda like a midnight sun. This was our entertainment, because we didn't have much money. We just laugh and sing we were almost Kentucky. We were almost Kentucky. Thank you very much. Thank you. So we're approaching Father's Day. We passed up Mother's Day. And I think it was last year I wrote this song and surprised my mother on Mother's Day with it. I really enjoy this song. It's called That's My Boy. A mother's job is to love, living example of God's gift to us. Hard lessons and confessions, tears of joy and pain. The power of hug and kiss that makes the hurt go away. She's been there from start to now. She's seen all the ups and downs. Mistakenly I've ran from as much as I've run to. She sees my good through bad. believes in all the dreams that I have. There isn't too much that I have to do to get her to the point that makes her proud to say, and that's my boy. Mother's love is enough, but she'll spend her whole life giving everything she's got. Won't take no for nothing, drops everything right now. Won't ever miss the chance to say that she is just so proud. She's been there from start to now. Seen all the ups and downs. Mistakenly I've ran from as much as I've run to. She sees my good through the bad, believes in all the dreams that I have. There isn't too much I have to do to get her to the point that makes her proud to say, and that's my boy. From Little League to graduation, all the life in between, a kiss on the cheek and congratulations on that wedding day. All the prayers she's prayed for me, all the worries that I put her through. And if you ask her about the time, she'll tell you that it flew. She's been there from start to now. She's seen all the ups and downs. Mistakenly I've ran from as much as I've run to. She sees all the good through the bad, believes in all the dreams that I have. There isn't too much I have to do to get her to the point makes her proud to say, that's my boy. A mother's job is to love. Thank you very much. Goes out to Mama. Perfect execution. Goes out to any mothers or mama's boys that are out there. Guilty as charged. What about this one? Rolling down the backwoods, Tennessee byway, one arm on the wheel, holding my lover with the other. Sweet, soft, southern thrill. I worked hard all week, got a little jingle on a Tennessee Saturday night. Lucky as a 7, I'm in heaven with my Dixieland light. Spend my dollar parked in a holler 'neath the mountain moonlight. Hold her up tight, make a little loving, a little turtle doving on a Mason-Dixon night. Fits my life, oh so right, with my Dixieland light. A chubby old groundhog, croaking bullfrog. Oh, maybe I messed that up. A white-tailed buck deer munching on clover, A red-tailed hawk sitting on a limb, a chubby old groundhog, croaking bullfrog, free as a feeling in the wind. A homegrown country girl gonna give me a whirl on a Tennessee Saturday night. Lucky as a 7, I'm in heaven with my Dixieland delight. Spend my dollar parked in a holler 'neath mountain moonlight. I hold her up tight, make a little loving, little turtle doving on a Mason-Dixon night. It fits my life, oh so right, with my Dixieland light. You guys want to go outside the loop with me for a minute? Now I gotta remember the words. Spend my dollar parked in a holler 'neath the mountain moonlight. I hold her up tight, make a little loving, a little turtle doving on a Mason-Dixon night. It fits my life, oh so right, with my Dixieland delight. Spend my dollar parked in a holler 'neath the mountain moonlight. Hold her up tight, make a little loving, little turtle doving on a Mason-Dixon night. Fits my life, oh so right, it's my Dixieland life. Thank you very much. That's what it feels like outside the loop sometimes. So, like I said, I play music with a buddy of mine named Noah Smith, and we travel around the country playing shows. We put in about between 40 and 60 shows every year, excepting this year. And so we spend a lot of time on the road on the weekends, and I wrote this song for my wife, just kind of saying I'm sorry, but it's all in good. It's not in vain, basically. And I think I'm going to have to pass that on to my son as well at this point. This song is called Back to You. I woke up this morning before the sunbeams lit the sky. My bags are packed and ready for the road. Well, I whisper to you, baby, with your eyes closed, you just smile. You won't say it, but you hate it when I go. But these wheels that I have were always meant to roll. Don't you worry, baby, you're bound to my soul. Lest that I forget what I'm supposed to do. I know this road that I'm on, it brings me back to you. Now the highway is the hardwood of the hallway that I walk through in the morning, as I drink my cup of coffee from the store. And the next exit's the knob I turn, with my phone giving me the news, as I'm on my way to work out through the door. But these wheels that I have were always meant to roll. Don't you worry, baby, you're bound to my soul. Lest that I forget what I'm supposed to do. I know this road that I'm on, it brings me back to you. Well, I might go to work in a suit and tie. I could give you all the things that a white collar could buy. But we both know what's bigger than any size of debt. It's the interest of a lifetime loan of living with regret. But these wheels that I have were always meant to roll. Don't you worry, baby, you're bound to my soul. Lest that I forget what I'm supposed to do. I know that this road that I'm on, it brings me back to you. Well, I know that this road that I'm on, it brings me back to you. Thank you very much. Thank you all for clapping for a love song for my wife. I enjoy that a lot. What's that? I can do that one. Might be after this one, but. So, I had a conversation with a buddy of mine who grew up in Pennsylvania. He grew up in a town close to Scranton, Pennsylvania, and he said that there are more bars per that area than any other that area in the country. And he said the reason for that is back when it was coal mining days, back before there was OSHA, they had some accidents every now and then. And anytime somebody had, like a head of household would pass away, the family would figure out how to pay their bills and by opening a bar in their home. I'm sure that's where some of these breweries come from too. So I heard that story. Oh yeah, that's right. Those bars that they opened in their homes, they became permanent establishments, and that's the reason why. So I heard that story, and I figured I'd write some music to it. And this one's called Pennsylvania Skies. Daddy took to digging in the coal mines just as fast as he could take his first step off that train. Work sure wasn't pleasant, only light was incandescent. All the blood and sweat made sense when each week he got his pay. Every night at dinner, after grace was said, he'd raise his glass high above his head. And we came here for our freedom, to live an honest life. Only death will send us across the great divide. Send a prayer to Jesus that if I'm called to leave us, may a barroom pay the bill under Pennsylvania skies. Now mother met her husband in a barroom, house of a local fallen miner's son. 2 years she took his name, another 2 the children came. Every day that passes he moved coal by the ton. Every night at dinner after grace was said, he raised his glass high above his head. Now we came here for our freedom, to live an honest life. Only death will send us across the great divide. We'll send a prayer to Jesus that if I'm called to leave us, may a barroom pay the bill under Pennsylvania skies. Well, I've been keeping this bar up and running for a year. It's been 15 months since the great collapse. The mother cried that day. His father's life was swept away like the sunlight when that cloud of smoke painted that sky black. Every night at midnight when I call last round, I raise a glass and no one makes a sound. Now we came here for our freedom, to live an honest life. Only death will send us across the great divide. Send a prayer to Jesus, but if I'm called to leave us, may a barroom pay the bills of the Pennsylvania skies. Yeah, may this barroom pay the bills of the Pennsylvania skies. Thank you very much. Another song you guys are clapping to that's about death. Just remember that. I write a few of those. They ain't done. Here's one that's not about death, but it's about a little struggle. Pulled into Nazareth, I was feeling a half past death. Just need to find a place where I can lay my head. Hey mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? He just grinned as he shook my hand, and no was all he said. Take a load off Fanny, take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny, and you put the load right on me. I picked up my bags, I went looking for a place to hide. When I saw him coming and the devil there was walking side by side. Well, I said, hey, come on, let's go downtown. Well, she said, I gotta go, but my friend, he can stick around. Take a load off Fanny, take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny, and you put the load right on me. I go down to Miss Moses, there ain't nothing that you can't say. It's just old Luke, and Luke's waiting on a judgment day. Well, Luke, my friend, what about young Annalie? She said, do me a favor there, boy. Won't you stay and keep Annalie company? Take a load off Fanny, take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny, and you put the load right on me. Crazy Chester followed me and he caught me in that fall. Said, I can fix your act if you take old Jack, my dog. Said, wait a minute, Chester, you know I'm one peaceful man. Said, that's okay there, son. Just won't you feed him when you can. Take a load off Fanny, take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny, and you put the load right on me. Go and get your cannonball and take me on down that line. 'Cause my back is sinking low, and I do believe that it's time to get back to Miss Fanny. You know, she's the only one that sent us here with her gospel everywhere. Take a load off Fanny, take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny, and you put the load right on me. Put the load right on me. Thank you very much.
Oh, Michael, that's fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
Really appreciate you coming out and playing for us tonight.
I'm glad to be here.
They were great, great tunes. Noah,
Yeah,
he was over here.
he was. He played the songwriter
The
in the round.
storyteller
the
sessions.
storyteller
Yeah,
sessions.
that was
yes.
fantastic. You guys, possible to get you come out here and play together sometime?
Yeah. We have a full band too.
A full band.
Yeah.
We can do a full band. We
Yeah.
can make this stage get as big as it needs to be.
Yeah, we've played on some things
Some
before.
things.
Yeah, outside the loop.
That's
You know, they put us on like hay wagons and stuff.
Hay wagons.
We tend not to like to play on hay wagons, but we will if we have
Whatever
to.
it takes.
Right.
Whatever it takes. That's fantastic. Well, I really appreciate you playing, and I appreciate everyone coming out and listening to the music tonight. This is such a relief to be outside and open, and we're so grateful for your support. It's been a long time waiting for this, and I know a lot of you have reserved your seats here to chip in and help contribute to the live music, which is all of these musicians have been out of work for 3 months, and it is really tough. So we appreciate that. If you didn't get a chance to reserve a table, we have on your order app thing that QR code, if it works for you. I hope it does. And you can go into the other and scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you can leave a tip. You can toss a couple bucks in the tip jar here, or if you don't have cash and want to leave a tip on the order system, you can do that. We got a lot of live music coming up tomorrow. We've got Mad Costanza. We got a band. And next Thursday, we have Party in the Parking Lot. The Anderson Township Party in the Plaza was canceled. And so we just moved Backbeat over here for next Thursday. And I can't even remember who's coming along Friday and Saturday, but we'll be doing live music. You can see it all on our website. We also have 2 weeks from, a week from next Wednesday, the Custom Bourbon Experience, where you can come out and blend your own custom recipe of bourbon, and we will make a bottle to your exact recipe. And you can pour it here at the Big Ash. It's going to be a ton of fun. You like bourbon?
I'm in.
You're in.
I'm
okay.
in. You need an acoustic player, do you?
We do. I think we do. That would be fantastic.
I think you might have my number.
Yeah, we got it. We got it. And we've got carry out, and we've got the mobile growler stop on Street Food Finder. You can find our beer around neighborhoods around town. All sorts of crazy stuff going on. I'll shut up so we can get back to some more fantastic music. Yes. It's on our website and on the event page. You can find it. It's Wednesday the 24th is our first time we're doing that. It's a pretty crazy thing, so a lot of fun. So thanks again for all coming out. Really appreciate it. Michael, take it away. Play some more for us, please.
Yeah, we'll do.
Thanks now.
Thank you. Did you want to say anything about Play It Forward, or?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we also
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
we support a group called Play It Forward. Thanks for reminding me about that.
Of course.
This is a musicians group, musicians helping musicians. So we'll take a little bit of off the top of all of the donations and so forth that have come in, table reservations, and make a contribution to Play It Forward. We'll do that every time we have live music here. So they collect from the various places they play, and then they set up a fund, and when musicians need to bury a friend or got medical bills or something happens and they've got a little bit of a crisis, they'll come to the rescue. So it was started by Gary Burbank about, 10 years ago, and it's still going on strong today. So we wanted to be a part of that. That's going to be a regular thing. So thanks for that.
Give it up for Mr. Dave Embry, everybody. Well, speaking of bourbon, I've got a song that's kind of like bourbon. It's about something kind of like bourbon. But outside the loop, you know, there's some things out in the woods that make some things that can be clear. You can put fruit in it. You can do all sorts of stuff with it, but mostly you just can't overdrink it. I mean, you can, you shouldn't. That's what I'm trying to say. Even much, you can do this and put it in the tank of a high performance car or motorcycle. And I got this idea for a song, and it's called Hillbilly High Test. They say Jerry was one of the fastest boys that ever raced on that old dirt track. Never took home no checkered flag, but he was never the last of the pack. Friday night never failed, he'd always make the feature. Saturday you could call him up if you had the cash, he'd meet you. You could hear his car coming down Copperhead Road. He was slick as shine through that old copper line. Never was a moment he wasn't ready to go, like he always kept his steel prime. He put it in his tank, but he never took a drink. He said if he did, it would make him a mess. That's why he only drove or sold his hillbilly high test. Captain Pierce worked that hometown oval for over 25 years. As a fireman, he said he had the best of views watching races from the infield. He was there the night he thought for sure that Jerry would take him home the win. He also knew what Jerry was running on Saturday's race in the wind. You could hear his car coming down Copperhead Road. He was slick as shine through that old copper line. Never was a moment he wasn't ready to go, like he always kept his steel prime. He put it in his tank, but he never took a drink. He said if he did, it would make him a mess. That's why he only drove or sold his hillbilly high test. One Saturday night, Captain Pierce got the call. Single car wreck down on Copperhead Road. Jerry got deep in his cup that night when he wrapped his 442 round the telephone pole. You could hear his car coming down Copperhead Road. He was slick as shine through that old copper line. Never was a moment he wasn't ready to go, like he always kept his steel prime. He put it in his tank, but he never took a drink. He said if he did, it would make him a mess. That's why he only drove or sold his hillbilly high test. Except that night he drank and drove his hillbilly high test. Thank you all so much. Uh-oh. Oh, man. So what recipe is this? This is your recipe. Dave's Old Ichabod. A bronze medal And the American Distillers Institute in April was won by this bourbon right here. Joking. This is delicious. You know, I know somebody who makes moonshine, and I call it, we call it Be Careful. That's the name of the moonshine. This right here is Be Careful Junior, because you could get in trouble real quick. Crap. Now it's just sitting there staring me in the face. Drinking a little bourbon gives me a little rhythm, I think. Hey, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, come on and get a rhythm. When you get the blues, it only costs a dime or just a nickel a shoe. It does $1 million worth of good for you to get a rhythm. When you get the blues. See, listen to this. A little shoe-shine boy never gets slowed down, but he's got the dirtiest job in town. Bending low at the people's feet on the windy corner at the dirty street. Well, I asked him while he shined my shoes, how do you keep from getting the blues? He grinned as he raised his little head. He popped the shoe-shine rag, and then he said, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, come on and get a rhythm. When you get the blues, get a jumpy rhythm, make it feel so fine. It'll shake all your worries from the troubled mind. And get a rhythm when you get the blues. Well, I sat down and listened to the shoe-shine boy, and I thought I was gonna jump for joy. Slapped on the shoe polish left and right, and he took his rag and then he held it tight. He stopped once to wipe the sweat away. I said, you mighty little boy to be a working that way. He said, I like it with a big wide grin. Kept on a popping and he said it again. And get a rhythm. Get the blues, come on and get rhythm. When you get the blues, it's a jumpy rhythm, make you feel so fine. It'll shake all the worries from your troubled mind. And get rhythm when you get the blues. Hey, get rhythm. When you get the blues, come on and get rhythm. You get the blues. It only costs a dime, but just a nickel a shoe. It does $1 million with a good for you. And I get rhythm. You get the blues. Thank you all so much. Let's see. What we got? 918. 918. So I went down to Nashville with that Noah Smith buddy of mine, and we wrote with a girl named Ashley Taylor, and we sat down before your writing session. You usually kind of talk and just kind of get to know each other if you've never met, or just talk about some things that you've been through. I had an idea of where people forget about the wonder of dreaming all the time. They get stuck in life, and I just started thinking about just don't forget how to fly. You know, just don't forget how to fly. And we wrote a song called that. And I really enjoy it. So this is about not losing the dream, but also understanding that you can't spend all your time in Neverland, right? There's a little boy jumping on a mattress, not thinking about what comes after. He's just wishing he could keep his feet off of the ground. And there's a little girl in a green dress, twirling around like Pixie does, just dreaming of the world left to be found. Second star to the right, we'll be there by morning time. So fly, child, don't let life get in the way. Reach for the sky, child, but Neverland's not a place to stay. We all grow up, the clock don't stop. All you need are happy thoughts. Close your eyes, child, don't forget how to fly. We've all wished and blown out the candles, thrown pennies in the well by the handful. Doesn't matter how old you are, we're all wishing on that star. So fly, child, don't let life get in the way. Reach for the sky, child, Neverland's not a place to stay. We all grow up, the clock don't stop. All you need are happy thoughts. Close your eyes, child, don't forget how to fly. Second star to the right, we'll be there by morning time. So fly, child, don't let life get in the way. Reach for the sky, child, Neverland's not a place to stay. We all grow up, the clock don't stop. All you need are happy thoughts. Close your eyes, child, don't forget how to fly. There's a little boy on a mattress, thank you very much. So I hate to keep bringing it up, but outside the loop, there's a thing out there on the croplands called fallow ground. I don't know if anybody knows the term fallow ground, but fallow ground is when they intentionally leave the dirt in a crop field empty for the whole growing season. It's fallow, it stays that way the whole year. And it always has struck me, and I always just want to put a mind on that field and think, and just like think about what is that field thinking? What's the jealousy? What's the envy? What's all of the emotions of that field thinking about all his other neighbors growing up big crops and being useful? And the intention behind fallow ground is that it's only there by design. And it's there to make the next year even better than what it was this year. So this song's called Fallow Ground. The sun, it sets on another day. Not much of change has come my way, not because the lack of wanting. I am left here all alone, nothing to reap when no seeds were sown, and the past has come a haunting. Can't worry if the sun will come tomorrow. Sufficient for the day is its own trouble. Level land and untouched plow, just the shape I'm in right now. Desolate without the rose, that's not how my story goes. For everything there is a season, and the world will turn, turn, turn for that reason. I'm not fallow ground. To my own self be true. I can listen to that wind blow through, and the cold lies that she whispers. For the seeds that are carried by her breeze, they do not belong rooted in me. Yeah. Level land and untouched plow, just the shape I'm in right now. Desolate without the rose, that's not how my story goes. For everything there is a season, and the world will turn, turn, turn for that reason. I'm not fallow ground. I'm not fallow ground. After the rains, after the droughts, I'll be right here despite the doubts. And you will know me by the fruit of the labor. Level land and untouched plow, just the shape I'm in right now. Desolate without the rose, that's not how my story goes. For everything there is a season, and the world will turn, turn, turn for that reason. I'm not fallow ground. I'm not fallow ground. I'm not fallow ground. I'm not fallow ground. Thank you very much. Might have to tune after that one. You never know. Quit bogarting a bourbon. All right. So, let's see what I'm going to do next. So, I only got a few more, maybe like three or four more. This song I wrote in traffic one time. And I wrote it about a guy that only gets a call from a girl when it's convenient for her. And he just thinks, if only you could stay lonely long enough, I could make you mine. I'm tired of being one that you always call. Phone only rings when you're lonely, looking for love. Never can tell if I'm the only man on your mind. You never stay lonely long enough for me to make you mine. A man, he only has what he's got to give. Everything's worth nothing with no one to share it with. Sharing with you is what I want to do with my life. You never stay lonely long enough for me to make you mine. I might not be that shiny knight, but I'll die for your love. I'm not no cowboy, but I'm used to hitting dirt. Getting back up, I feel like a line in a song, just can't find its rhyme. You never stay lonely long enough for me to make you mine. You never stay lonely long enough for me to make you mine. Thank you very much. Thank you. So I wrote this song after a phone call with my girlfriend, now wife, a while back. She was having a bad day at work, and she said something very profound when she didn't even mean to. She said, "I guess it's not faith if you're really trying to just see it." And I thought, do you mind if I give you a call back here in about 15 minutes? And in about 15 minutes, I called her back and I had this song. I have no clue how it happened. It just did. And it went so fast that I didn't have a title for it, so I just called it Thoughts on Faith. I have had some bad days where I can't do nothing right. Sometimes those days turn into weeks or months or years. Seems like I can't stay ahead of the fight. Everybody tells me it'll get easier as that old life goes on. But I can't help but to see what I see and think of how they must be wrong. But it's not faith if you use your eyes. You just have to believe. And every day I wake up and realize that he sent you to me. I am one to get stuck in a rut and can hardly ever get out. In those days when I think that I'm almost there, well, that rain starts pouring down. It's not faith if you use your eyes. You just have to believe. And every day I wake up and realize that he sent you to me. And I know the sunny days are gonna come, because tomorrow's another day. And every morning I wake up to see your eyes. I know that everything will be okay. I have had some bad days, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. So here's a song you guys might know, but maybe not the pace that I go. I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling down the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Well, I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time, it just keeps dragging on. That train, it keeps on rolling on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, child, don't you ever play with guns. Well, I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and I cry. Folks seat in them fancy dining cars, probably drinking that old black coffee and smoking on some fat cigars. Well, I know that I had it coming. Brothers and sisters, I know I cannot be free. You see them people, they keep on moving, and that's what soldiers mean. If they free me from this prison, was mine. I bet I'll move it on just a little farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I wanted to stay. And I left that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. So I've got one more. I'll do one more. And I like ending with this song because it's got a pretty good meaning to it. People got to get home and get babies to bed. You know that, right? So I got one more song, and me and that buddy of mine, Noah Smith, me and him went down to, we took a tour. It was the first time we ever took a tour more than like a weekend. And we went down to Smoky Mountains into North Carolina, and then we went down to Georgia and Mississippi and Tennessee. We spent 9 days out on the road, and it was a blast. It was one of those times where you'll never forget it, and you learn so much from it. And there was a lot to learn for sure. We came to a good place called Black Mountain, North Carolina. They call it the front porch of America, and it is the front porch of America. If you want to talk about outside the loop, that is outside the loop right there. Yes, God's country. So we spent some time in Black Mountain, North Carolina, on the roof of a buddy that we met that night, and we played some songs, did some things shouldn't talk about, and then we woke up the next morning and drove off. Then I came back from that tour, and I sat down and wrote part of this song, and then me and Noah fleshed it out. It has inspired a tattoo on my arm. The tattoo says "Keep On," and I always like to end my sets on this song because I think it's a way to say, "I see you. Hope you see me. We're all doing the damn thing, and we just got to keep on. We just got to keep on." I'm running down the road looking for something, praying that all this time it ain't for nothing. My baby's at home trying to keep her mind off of being alone, waiting on me to be the next call on the telephone. I'm running down the road looking for something more. I know exactly what I'm searching for. I know if I say it, I know I can make it. I know I gotta keep on. Drive out to the next town next bar. I hit the railroad tracks. I think I've gone too far. So hard trying to keep myself together. So far apart feels like forever and a day, until I get to feel her heart. Well, I'm running down the road looking for something more. Know exactly what I'm searching for. I know if I say it, I know I can make it. I know I gotta keep on. These miles are gonna make these songs are gonna make this man is gonna come home, put his hand in her hand. I'm running down the road looking for something more. Know exactly what I'm searching for. I know if I say it, I know I can make it. I know I gotta keep on. Gotta keep on. Thank you all so much. My name is Michael Moeller. I hope to meet everybody. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you for being here all night long. Appreciate y'all. Cheers to old Big Ash Brewery. They got a good thing going. Thank you guys, Facebook Live. Thank you for hanging out. We'll do it all again soon, I hope. We'll see y'all later.